Beneath the bright sun, the train conductor Tortoise stands tall, his train gleaming with anticipation. With a hearty greeting, the train conductor Tortoise announces, "Hello, everyone." He continues, "I need a little rest." A warning hangs in the air as he pleads, "But please, do not let Penny Penguin drive the train." The train awaits, a symbol of adventure and caution. The train conductor Tortoise sighs, knowing the adventure ahead. Penny Penguin waddles forward, her blue eyes sparkling with excitement. With a hopeful look, she taps her flipper on the control lever. She looks at the audience sweetly, as if asking for permission. Penny Penguin whispers, "Please?" Her small, hopeful eyes reflect the magnitude of her request. The train station buzzes with anticipation and farewells, a symphony of echoes bouncing off the high ceilings. Amidst the crowd, children's laughter turns to cries as they cling to their parents, unwilling to part. A piercing cry of "No!" shatters the station's hum. A moment of raw emotion suspended in time. The sound of the train blends with the clamor of the travelers. As the train departs, the station slowly returns to its usual rhythm, but echoes of the children's cries linger. At the bustling train station, Penny's determination is clear in her focused eyes. She leans slightly forward, softening her approach. Penny attempts a more gentle tactic, her expression hopeful. "I'll only drive to the park," Penny says, her voice gentle. A subtle plea underlies Penny's words, hinting at deeper intentions. Penny stands firm, her eyes reflecting a mix of resolve and vulnerability. The children's voices rise in defiance. Their unified refusal echoes through the train station. "No!" The sound resonates, filling the air. Their collective resistance is palpable. Amidst the bustling train station, Penny stands poised, her hair dancing wildly in the wind. Her gaze sweeps across the faces of strangers, a battle between determination and anxiety etched on her face. Her breath hitches, a silent vow of caution forms on her lips. "I'll slow down and be very careful," she murmurs, her voice barely audible above the station's clamor. Her fingers tighten around her bag, grounding herself amidst the chaos. The train arrives, its screech a piercing call to action, and she prepares to step forward. The bustling train station echoes with the lively sounds of children, their voices cutting through the air. The children's chorus swells, their voices rising in unison. The collective voices of the children escalate into a defiant cry, "No!" The children's voices boom through the station. The children's unified refusal hangs in the air, their youthful defiance echoing. At the bustling train station, Penny's frustration is palpable as she pouts, her brow deeply furrowed. Her flipper slaps against the ground, punctuating her discontent. "I never get to do anything," Penny declares, her voice tinged with longing and resentment. Her eyes glisten with unshed tears, reflecting her deep disappointment. The children's refusal echoes with playful defiance, their tiny voices resonating in the station. They shake their heads vigorously, a united front against any compromise. Arms crossed firmly, they present an image of unyielding resolve. Their collective defiance transforms the bustling station into a stage for their spirited resistance. At the bustling train station, Penny extends her open hand, revealing a shiny pebble. The sun glints off the smooth surface of the stone, catching the light. Her voice soft but clear, Penny offers a heartfelt promise. "I'll be your friend forever if you let me." The small pebble gleams, a token of enduring friendship offered in the sunlit station. The station hums with activity, while Penny waits, her offer hanging in the air. The train station is a hive of activity, filled with travelers. Footsteps echo through the huge station. Amidst the crowd, A chorus of young voices rises. The children cry out, "No!" Their unified cry pierces through the station's noise. In the dim confines of the secret meeting room, Benny Bear, Lily Lamb, and Charlie Chimp gather, their faces etched with concern. Above them, Oscar Owl silently watches, his presence a heavy reminder of the gravity of their clandestine discussion. The air crackles with tension as the trio prepares to confront the weighty implications of Penny's request. Benny Bear leans forward, his gaze intense as he begins to lay out the precarious situation before them. Lily Lamb listens intently, her expression a mixture of anxiety and determination as she absorbs every word. Charlie Chimp nods slowly, his thoughtful demeanor hinting at the wheels turning in his mind as he contemplates the task ahead. In the dimly lit room, shadows play across the walls, creating an atmosphere of intrigue and secrecy. Benny Bear is sitting, his gaze intense, as he prepares to speak. He pauses, rubbing his chin thoughtfully, a sign of deep contemplation. Benny Bear's voice rumbles, breaking the silence as he begins to speak. Trains are big and need careful hands. The weight of his words hangs in the air, emphasizing the gravity of the situation. In the hushed confines of the secret meeting room, Lily Lamb nervously rings her hooves, her damp woolly coat betraying her inner turmoil. Lost in thought, Lily Lamb grapples with the potential fallout of her audacious suggestion. The weight of her proposition bears down on Lily Lamb, the room's silence amplifying her inner conflict. Summoning her courage, Lily Lamb finally speaks, her voice barely a whisper. "You could bump the tracks." The gravity of her words hangs in the air, the phrase, "you could bump the tracks," echoing in the tense silence. Lily Lamb awaits the reaction to her suggestion, the phrase, "you could bump the tracks," now a challenge. The room buzzes with quiet unease, shadows dancing under the fluorescent light. Charlie Chimp, dressed impeccably, shifts nervously, his tiny suit a stark contrast to his visible worry. Charlie's eyes dart around the room, reflecting the harsh fluorescent light. His voice, a high-pitched squeak, cuts through the tense silence. "What if you can't stop in time?" Charlie asks, fear etched on his face. The question hangs heavy in the air, unanswered, amplifying the room's palpable tension. In the dimly lit room, Oscar Owl presides over the mahogany table, his presence commanding attention. His wise gaze sweeps across the attendees, absorbing every detail under the chandelier's glow. "We must consider all possibilities," Oscar Owl declares, his voice echoing with authority. A moment of silence hangs heavy as Oscar Owl's words sink in, demanding cautious reflection. With a final urging, Oscar Owl insists, "Think of more reasons to be cautious." The ground trembles as Penny feels the vibration of the incoming train beneath her feet. The cool air fills Penny's lungs as she takes a deep breath. Penny's gaze softens as she looks at her friends, filled with earnestness. With a plea in her voice, Penny whispers, "Please, I just want to try." At the train station, a group of faces reflects a shared sense of foreboding. The unified dread hangs heavy as they collectively shout, "No!" Benny Bear's eyes reflect a deep sense of despair. Lily Lamb's soft wool seems to bristle with anxiety. Charlie Chimp clenches his fists, a sign of his rising panic. The children's hopeful expressions fade, replaced by a chilling realization. The train station surges with life, a kaleidoscope of faces blurring past in a symphony of hurried footsteps. Sunlight dances on the cold steel rails, an illusion of warmth amidst the station's stark reality. The air trembles with the anticipation of steel on steel as the train approaches. Saying no to keep someone safe is kind. The message is clear. Protecting each other is an act of love. At the bustling train station, Penny absorbs the gravity of the proposal, her expression slowly shifting. Understanding dawns on Penny's face, illuminating a new path before her. Friends offer reassurance. "We could really use your help, Penny, but in a safer role." Penny's gaze hardens with resolve as she silently accepts the offer. Inside the train, Penny stands tall. A microphone becomes her scepter, her eyes sparkling with anticipation. The soft hum of the train fills the carriage as Penny transforms into the voice of the journey. Penny's voice rings out, clear and bright. Next stop, Sunshine Meadow. The passengers look forward, their faces lighting up with the promise of Sunshine Meadow. Inside the bustling train, Penny stands at the entrance, her radiant smile lighting up the space. With genuine warmth, she welcomes each passenger aboard, her eyes meeting theirs in a gesture of sincere greeting. She takes her new role seriously, embracing the responsibility with an enthusiasm that fills the train car. Each greeting is delivered with the same bright and friendly demeanor, ensuring every passenger feels welcome. Her dedication to her role is evident, her actions speaking volumes about her commitment. Penny's presence transforms the mundane task of boarding into a moment of genuine human connection. The rhythmic clatter of the train forms a steady background rhythm. Children react to each cue with renewed vigor. Their participation solidifies with each passing moment. A wave of enthusiastic cheers erupts. Penny steps up, their voices filled with genuine support for her newfound role. Under the warm sun, a train station bustles with people awaiting arrivals and departures. The soft voice of the narrator whispers reassurances, a comforting presence amidst the activity. We all love to help and to drive, but sometimes saying no, not yet shows love, care, and wisdom. The narrator says softly. The narrator's voice continues. Penny learned her friends value her. No matter what role she plays, she's still special, safe, and important. The narrator emphasizes, her words carrying a gentle weight. The train station remains alive with activity, the narrator's message echoing in the gentle breeze. Under the bright sun, the train station buzzes with warmth as our friends gather. Together, they start to sing, their voices blending in harmony. Kind friends say, "No, not now." Kind friends say, "That's okay." They nod in agreement, a silent pledge to cherish their friendship. Their voices rise, celebrating the simple joys of kindness and safety. The sunlight catches their smiles, reflecting the bond that ties them together. In a final, unified hum, they affirm their commitment to one another.